Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday. It's going to be a nice, easy reading. I've had a long day, and I've got some great information for everybody. Tonight's a full moon, so I wanted to make sure that I got on. It is the evening, but hopefully it'll download before the end of the evening. So anyway, we are going to start. Now, today is 3/25 of 2024. It is an 18, which goes down into a 9. And I'm going to read 9 from the Soul Helper Oracle. Let me get my trusty specs on. Okay. It's really been an interesting day, and I'm going to go over a couple things that I discovered today with you guys. And I'm still checking into it because it's been a hectic day, and I haven't had time to really sit down and dive deep into it. Number 9 reveals that you have something new to learn. Be open, receptive, and curious enough to seek it out. Deep healing love. Number 9 will help you reach a point of completion so that you can turn your attention to the mysteries of the unknown and the new. Its energy field is indestructible without being inflexible. Number 9 always remains true to itself. 9 plus 9 equals 18. Whose digits add up to 9? 9 times 9 equals 81. Whose digits add up to 9? Multiply any number by 9. Then add the 2 digits of the resulting number together, and they always add up to 9. It is almost as if it is absorbing every other number through this calculation. Number 9 teaches you how to do this, to accept the power offered to you in order to achieve perfection. This number is fulfillment and completion, but also a beginning and an end. We have been ending an old cycle now for quite a while, and we are going into a new cycle. So now we have the dreams of Gaia, and I clarify with the Oceanic Tarot. That's how I start the reading out. Now, I hope you got cards and coffee with Fawn tonight. I hope you brought your coffee, iced tea, water. Okay. Tonight I was able to drink coffee. It wasn't too hot. So let's see. Now, we got the 2 of water. And this is intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation, equality, union, codependency, and taking sides. This card kind of goes either way. Going beyond infatuation and attraction, intimacy, sharing, giving, and communication. Time to forgive and seek reconciliation, a meeting of the minds and hearts. Put aside judgment and blame. Cherish all you love. Maintain independence and avoid codependency. Avoid taking sides. I was talking to a friend today, and I said this to him, and it's easier to look at somebody and try to fix them because your perception is like clear because you're standing back and looking at it. But it's harder to look at yourself and see what you're doing wrong and try to fix you. I guess we're just not looking at it because our perception can be clouded, and our perception is who we are, and everybody else has different perceptions. So I think we really need to look at different perceptions. The 2 of water represents a relationship that is moved beyond infatuation and physical attraction to one that is built upon a foundation of deeper mutual love, respect, trust, or shared interest and values. It symbolizes a meeting of the mind and heart that is free of the desire to possess or control. This relationship is a unification of 2 hearts and minds, not with the purpose of becoming whole or to complete each other, but with the intent to share, to enrich, and to enhance each other's lives. This is a time of giving, sharing, and communication. A relationship is founded on intimacy, to share your thoughts, feelings, goals, and fears with the one you love is to be intimate. To hold them, to listen, and show interest is to be intimate. To show affection by reaching out to stroke their cheek or hold their hand is to be intimate. The 2 of hearts ultimately symbolizes intimacy within a relationship. It also represents a time of forgiveness and reconciliation. If a rift has developed between lovers or friends, now is the time to let go of hurt and anger. Put aside judgment and blame. Do not allow arrogance, wounded pride, or ego to destroy a relationship. Where you can, take responsibility for your own choices and actions within the relationship and be mindful of how they have impacted and influenced the relationship. The Two of Water invites you to communicate, to forgive, or apologize now. That is a good card. I like that because, you know, we do have an ego. We all think we're right about something because it's our perception, but we all have to remember everybody has a different perception. Everybody's different. And it doesn't mean you're wrong, and it doesn't mean they're wrong. And we could both be right if we're arguing about that. Now I'm going to do the clarifier on that, and then I'm going to cover a few more things that I forgot before I started. We also got the Six of Wands. That's the clarifier for that, and that's success. I mean, you know, when we put our minds together and you work together, things go really well in your life. It's complete success. But if you do everything and you don't let anybody else help because you do it better than they could, even though they may not do it as good as you, they still can do it and it would help you. I think that's this message because when you're doing everything yourself, it's not as much success as if you're doing it with someone that you love and you can talk to and that you work together good with. The Six brings brilliant success as a result of hard work and resilience. Others will appreciate your shining light, and you may receive special acknowledgement for your work. Attending a presentation, graduation ceremony, or prize giving, for example. You may also receive a financial reward to help you celebrate. An additional meaning of the card is an offer of love from a new romance to a proposal of marriage. This is your time to shine, so don't hold back. You deserve every success. Yeah, we have to learn if we're in a relationship or even in a friendship or whatever we're in, we have to learn to appreciate everybody's perception on the thing and quit arguing with people. I try very hard not to argue with people. Now, before I finish up this, we have been playing a game. We've been trying to manifest, getting our masculine, feminine, and our inner child. So when we come in, and what I'm asking you to do is I want you to think of something you want to try to play with to manifest. Something, it doesn't have, it's just something significant. You haven't heard from an old friend in a long time. Need gas by next Friday, 20 bucks. I've thought of things and they've come true. I've said things out into the ether and they've come true. It was like it came back. And I have seen karma. Lately, I've been paying really close attention to like something you do or something that triggers you, and then boom, you get like karma, like real close at it. Like say you stub your toe or you caught something in the car or your car broke down or something happens. It's we never really I never noticed it before. And now that I'm really paying attention to things, I notice it so much. So anyway, the manifestation button. Think of something and then hit the like button. We're calling it the magic manifestation button. And I want to see how many people are playing with their inner child and trying to manifest. So people, it's been picking up. It's wonderful. And if you don't want to like it, then go down in the comments and say, I'm manifesting, put a thumbs up, make a comment. I don't care. I don't, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I thought the likey button would be easier because then if there's 10 people, then I know 10 people are playing with their inner child and trying to balance themselves out. The biggest thing for us is the balance. Masculine, feminine, and inner child. And I've got something I'm going to tell you guys that I discovered yesterday and it blew my mind. So I want to finish these two situation readings and then I will go to that because this is a divine message. We got a 12, which is the hero's journey. And are we on a hero's journey? Yes, we are, because we are here at this time. We were what our ancestors asked for and prayed for. We were this generation that was going to awaken this time. And we got the 12 of fire, the hero. What kind of hero are you? Think about it. What can they say? Wow, she was a real hero. She did this. Wow, he was a real hero. He did this. Think about how you want to be a hero. We all have to be heroes in our own way on this planet. If we each were our individual type of hero, because we're all uniquely, I mean, we may like the same thing, but we have a different hero journey. We aren't exactly the same on our mission that we are on. We may be similar, have likes and interests in each other. That's one thing, but we have definitely have different talents, and we need to find out. You need to find out what your hero's journey is. A person of noble qualities, ordinary people who do extraordinary acts. A person who lies, cannot be trusted, put another's well-being before your own at this time. According others with respect and dignity, avoid gossip, an opportunity for a redemption, give a second chance. Be careful with the wounded ego. The hero represents someone who we all admire for their noble qualities, their courage and willingness to champion and rescue the weak and vulnerable. In the past, the hero would ride in and save a village from thieves and villains, rescue damsels in distress, and battle against injustice. In the present, they are doctors who work to save lives in lands ravaged by war and disease. They are environmentalists who are placing themselves in harm's way to save the forests, the oceans, and the animals that dwell within. They are the soldiers, the firemen, the paramedics, and police, all of them ordinary people who serve and protect and often put their own lives at risk in order to save the lives of others. The hero could be the mother who jumps out of the burning building in order to save her child's life, the man who dives in front of a car in order to knock another person out of the way, or the man who risks drowning himself to rescue another from rushing floodwaters. In modern times, the hero is a guardian, protector, savior, activist, environmentalist, and so much more. Yeah, just an ordinary person. Ordinary people, like all of us, can do extraordinary things. So, what is your hero's journey? That's the question we have to ask each other. My journey right now is to help with the Great Awakening, to bring my soul family together, to help people when they need it. We all have to learn how to communicate with Source. In the past, the hero was often said to be fated to do his good deeds. In the present, modern day heroes make a choice to serve. You know, they always talk about these modern day heroes, the firemen, the paramedics. I get that, but there's modern day heroes everywhere. What about the bum that just saved a little girl on a bicycle that was riding out in the yard? The homeless, I'm going to say, not a bum, the homeless. What about, Joan of Arc? She was recognized a little bit, but not enough. There is a lot of different type of people that would help someone. Look at a lot of these street people that are living on the street. They have animals they found and they take care of and they feed. So they're helping the animals, okay? There's all kinds of different forms. So the hero's journey is a good card. I mean, she's beautiful. She's all golden. She's got Source above her. She's got the bear, the golden bear with the paws out. She's got the daggers right here. She's all fire. And we could be all fire in our hero's journey. It's interesting that we got the hero's journey because right now we are going to be going through some things. It's not going to get easy right now. It's going to get worse. We're going to start to see more and more things happen. I just seen where P. Diddy, the federal agents went into P. Diddy's house and something about human trafficking. That's scary. There's going to be a lot of stuff like that, and we're going to see it. We got the 6 cups on the hero's journey. And that's reflection. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that we got that. I've had such a busy day. I pulled the cards at midnight and last night, and it's just been, I tried to do it, and then everybody was hungry. I had to feed the dogs, and then my friends called, and we were over there, and then just, I had to come home and finish the dog food, and it's just, I'm like, are you serious? Am I ever going to get my reading done? I'm here by magic. But reflection is interesting because I just said, what is our hero's journey? And we got reflection. That is what we really have to ask ourselves. I think we have to reflect on it. If you're bored, uh, think about what you love to do. What do you love to do? Think about it. What do you want to do? The past comes to life as someone from your past returns. This may be an old friend or an old flame. Equally, you may find other ways to slip back into the safe haven of your former years through reminiscing over old times, enjoying the company of children, creativity and play, or returning to a favorite childhood place. In relationships, you find a sense of peace, security, and comfort. Enjoy reconnecting with the happiest aspects of your past, which energize, entertain, and inspire you for the future. Friendship, visitors, happiness, comfort, childhood memories, protection, and play. I really think that what this is telling us, that we really have to do some reflection on what we want our hero's journey to be. Do you want to go out and feed people that need it? Do you want to help people find a job? Do you want to we have to be in service to others, truthfully. The religious sector are supposed to do that, but we're all supposed to do that. They don't do that enough. It's service to them if you come to their church and donate and this and that, but it's supposed to be service to others. A little service to self, because you have to take care of self to help service others. So think about really what you want to do. Really reflect on it. I know I've been reflecting on a lot of things. Coming here and reading cards, really, I really enjoy this. This is actually my Zen time. My time away when I can talk about things that I love and be around people that I respect and love. Because this is what they're seeking, the same thing I'm seeking. And I really enjoy that. That really helps me. Now we had reflection. We had the Queen of Earth, and she's a beautiful card. Earth Mother, pragmatic, real kind, nurturing, abundant, fertile mind, and wise. Touch, connect, and create with your hands. Be supportive and nurturing. Seek out a motherly role model. A need for wise and honest counsel. Kindness is required. You are loved and supported. Mother, do not smother. Share the responsibilities. The Queen of Earth symbolizes a real, authentic Earth Mother personality. She is larger than life and possesses an abundant, generous, and grounded nature. She is realistic, but also sees magic everywhere. She is an Earth Mother who spends a great deal of time covered in soil, and it is not unknown for her to walk around obviously to the leaves and twigs in her hair. She adorns, creating a warm and inviting home where all are welcome. Cooking, cleaning, gardening, these are the things she loves. And she enjoys them all the more because of her tactical and sensual nature. She is a woman who loves nothing more than using her hands to touch, connect, and create. The Queen of Earth is the epitome of kindness. She will offer support and nurture your every endeavor while also offering wise and honest counsel. She comes to ask if this is how you see yourself, or have you been so focused on business, undertaking, and career that you have created an imbalance in your life and disconnect from your true nature? Is it time for you to enjoy the benefit of being a homebody for a while? Maybe a home-cooked meal or weekend out in the garden is on the agenda instead of meetings and reports. The Queen of Earth may also appear in your reading at times when you find yourself in need of a gentle reminder to be both nurturing and supportive of those around you. While you encourage and support others in their desires to better themselves, and remember to do so without trying to change them. In her role as a wise woman, she may be asking that you seek out those who embody her energy. Perhaps there is a need for you to connect with a motherly role model at this time. Maybe all you need is a hug, but you may also be facing issues with her fertile mind, and natural wisdom can help you with. A little motherly advice may unlock an answer and provide a solution. I love that card. I was just saying, I come here because you guys are all like me and I can connect with you guys. It was interesting that we got that card when we said that. Now we got the Knight of Wands, and that's activity. There's no more waiting around when this night arrives, as every aspect of your life receives a sudden energy boost. Expect a download of emails, messages, calls, decisions, offers, and opportunities. You can make more progress professionally at home and in a relationship. Personal projects benefit from this dynamic influence too. An additional meaning of this card is travel and moving house. You'll find you are now able to move quickly. Choose which people, situation, or projects will benefit most from your efforts and attention. Stay grounded, and you'll make the great step forward to success. Yeah, that's a great card. I like that. We've had success a couple times today. Yeah, we got success before. Now, this is interesting because everything about this reading to me is we need to meditate and reflect on our hero's journey, because we all have an impact in this world that we're going to make. We all have a mission. We all have desire. Number 20. Desire. What do you desire most? How much do you want it? Desire compels action. Make another attempt. Great expectations, great disappointments. Ground your desires in reality. What you desire will have a price. Wishing, thinking. Has your desire wand a change? Let your conscience be your guide. To desire something at the expense of another. Selfish desires mirror a lack within. Yeah, we are supposed to be service to others, but we also have to serve ourselves and get ourselves healthy. So if we are imbalanced and walking like this because we're either too masculine, too feminine, or too childlike, or we only have a little bit of both, we can't balance it, then it hinders us. It really does. To desire, to wish or long for something, to lust or crave is to desire. In simple terms, desire means to want something. Desire is the fourth influence on choice. And when it appears in your reading, it is asking that you explore your desires and ask what it is that you want and how much you want it. What are you willing to do in order to achieve your desires? Is desire the root of all suffering? Many religious texts state that desire is something that corrupts humanity and blinds us to our true purpose. However, desire is the state of mind that compels you to act and do whatever you feel is necessary in order to fulfill the desire, because you know that you will feel pleasure or be rewarded for fulfilling that desire. For example, you desire a glass of water. It is hot. You are thirsty. However, you are in the middle of the garden, covered in mud and sweat, and the floor in the house has just been freshly cleaned. How much do you want that glass of water? What are you willing to do in order to have that glass of water? You can almost feel the coolness as it slides down your throat, washing away the parched dryness of your mouth. You know it is going to be so nice, but having that glass of water involves putting down your tools, halting your progress, cleaning yourself off, taking off those muddy shoes, going inside, getting a glass, filling the glass, drinking the water, and then putting your muddy shoe back on before coming back out and getting back to work. So how much do you want that glass of water? How much do you desire it? Do you want it enough to stop and do what needs to be done in order to have it now? Or are you more inclined to wait until the task in front of you is completed? Could waiting also have consequences? This is desire in action. Desire in action means believing that a particular outcome is good. It is worthy of our desire. It means valuing something as important and therefore worthy of our time and effort. It is desire that drives us to set goals and then act on them. It is desire that inspires us to keep going long after somebody else would have given up. Desire is what motivates you, drives you, compels you, act, to take risks and to make sacrifices with a smile. Yeah, but you have to be careful with desire. Desire is like a tricky thing. Yes, we can all have desires, but what are you willing to do for that desire? If you're willing to do something evil for that desire, an ego, and do some harm to somebody else to get that desire, it's not worth it. Don't go there. I wouldn't. We got the 8, the justice, the balance. And I keep feeling that with this reading, that someone is not in balance. Justice holds a traditional scale of mercy, and the sword of retribution symbolizes fair judgment. Justice brings strength, healing past hurts or wrongdoing, and restoring balance. In traditional depictions of justice, she is blindfolded, but the tarot justice is free to see the situation before with clarity and integrity. A decision will be made, and provided you have acted fairly in the past, it will go in your favor. This can relate to a legal claim, a decision at work, or a relationship or family matter. When justice appears, you can expect to find out the truth of a situation. Through this, you find healing and closure. The card can also reveal that you may need to make a decision, weigh up your options to find a fair and balanced way forward. True justice is restorative. So this card suggests you will feel vindicated and stronger within yourself. An additional meaning is that your spirit guides and angels are supporting you on your life path. Take a particular approach if you need to. Make a decision. Go with what is realistic rather than idealistic. The solution doesn't need to be perfect, just workable. If a decision that affects you is made by others, accept it is the best they can do at this time. Calm decisions, integrity, truth, legal issues, support, and vindication. Yeah, that's what happens when you choose your desires. It's the balance. I keep seeing the balance. I tried to explain masculine and feminine to somebody the other day, and they just go right to sex. They go right to the body part. They can't get it out of their head that we are masculine and feminine. They don't understand that because they're either male or female. They don't get. And I tried to explain the compassion, the strength, the imagination, and it still didn't work. So yeah, I was just like, okay, you'll figure it out, but you're not balanced because you're over one and you're not enough of any of the others. So, sometimes you can try to steer people, but some people are not on my frequency, and I can tell right away. With the conversation you have, and then they look at you like you're from outer space, you know right away they're not on your frequency. And I don't try to get people to understand me because I'm Fawn and you won't understand me. I'm my own me. My mom always said you have your own language. 33, we've got the practical magic. And we got a number 33, and we got Rewild Your Life, Wolf Princess. And this is a beautiful card. Look at the wolf howling. She's there, the little baby, and the little dandelion puppies. I love these things. Those are like Make-A-Wish. And sparkles and light. I mean, that's beautiful. And she's got a moon right here on her eye, her third eye. Okay, let's see what she says. There is a need for wildness in the world and for wildness within you. Give yourself the freedom to find and express your wild soul. Rewilding the land is about protecting wilderness areas and restoring nature in areas that have been stripped bare, turning over fields and roadsides to wildflowers for the bees, repairing wetlands and reconnecting forests, reintroducing native plants and animals, cleaning up regions that have been destroyed by mining or agriculture or human occupation. And just like the earth, we need to rewild our own selves, to throw off the rigidity of society and personal impositions and allow our true hearts to soar, to love and learn and experience life with wild abandon, to get back to nature, metaphorically as well as literally. Rewilding and becoming so popular because humans crave it so deeply. When you draw this card, it's a message that you need to allow yourself to connect with your wild side, to grant yourself permission to rewild your heart, and to act on the deep longing you have for freedom, self-expression, and the rediscovery of your oneness with nature and the wild world. I like this card. Ah. I didn't put my hair back tonight, and sometimes with the air on, it just drives me crazy. Okay. It's time to open up and discover the part of yourself that you've hidden away, buried under too much responsibility, and let it shine. To let yourself shine, rewild it, is about connecting with the natural world and with yourself, with your wildness and wisdom and the instincts you drowned out through being too busy, too trapped by constant notifications and demands on your time, too weighed down by expectations. It's also about seizing the moment, taking chances, accepting challenges, and living without regret. You don't have to give up modern comforts and live in a cave, quiet, quit your job, or change your life dramatically. Just be sure to carve out some time and space for the wild to weave its way in. Like the wolf who roams within the wild forest and the cycles of the season and the phrases of the moon, there is a wild and uninhibited part of your inner self that has some wisdom to share with you. Wisdom about how to live your best life, be in harmony with nature, and move forward to the rhythm of your own heart. So bust out of your regular routine, go outside, dance under the full moon, throw back your head, and howl if you feel like it. Break free of old habits so you can forge a new path of spontaneity, laughter, and wild expression. Do something unexpected, plan an adventure, take a risk, tune in to the heartbeat of the earth and your own secret self. Dare to imagine all that you long for and go after it with the full power and strength of your own wild soul. I like that. Tonight's a full moon. So that's a perfect card. Okay, now I'm going to share this with you guys. Last night I was looking through my dream journal because there was something that was bugging me about a date. And as I was reading some of the ones that I had written down, I came to the month of 3/3/2022. Okay. And this was the only dream that I had a nightmare. And I could really remember it. And I can still remember it. My dream that day took me to a place back in Pennsylvania. And I remember being in a car with a group of people. I was in the back seat, and it was an old car. It was like one of them old cop cars. And it was like a faded blue. And I couldn't, it wasn't going fast enough, but something was going on. We were coming down this long road, we call Swamp Road. And we were looking back, and here was this giant man. It was like King Kong size. And all of a sudden I see the man coming towards us in the background. And I kept saying, you need to go. and there was a guy driving, some woman sitting beside him with a ponytail and glasses. And I don't remember, I didn't recognize anybody in this car. It was like the getaway car. And this car was moving so slow. If he didn't put the foot on the gas, we were going to die from this guy that looked like King Kong behind us. This was the stream. And I told the guy, if you don't hurry up, we're going to die. And he says, I'm going as fast as I can. This car don't go any faster. So the man that was driving, he was going so slow. As we looked back, we could see fire and damage everywhere. A large ship appeared in the sky, and we did not know if it was good or bad. I told the man driving, if you don't speed up, we're going to die. He made it to a wooded area and seen people in a couple campers. We stopped and all got out of the car except one girl. One girl stayed in the passenger seat in the front. We could hear the giant coming. I said, we have to go, and no one listened. I went over and I jumped in the car and I took off towards my father's house. There was a woman in the passenger seat that stayed in the car. We got to the lake near my father's house, and there was blue goo all over the road. We drove through it. We made it to my father's. We seen trucks coming around the other side of the lake. We got to my father's house, and I seen his dog in the driveway, and that dog has been dead for at least 20 years. That was the end of my dream. I woke up with a headache in my third eye. For the last 5 days, I have had a headache in my third eye and heart racing when I get into bed. The energy has been strong, and many are having the experiences. Now, in this book my mother gave me, I've had this book for years, and I started doing my dream journey in this book. Okay. And in this book, at the very end, there are verses of the Bible. Okay. So when I don't read them until I write my dream journey in there. When I'm done writing my dream journey, I look at the verses just to see if there's no coincidence that something's interesting there. So last night, as I'm looking through this, and I see the date of 3/3 of 2022, and I realize I had this nightmare, you know. Okay, that was the end of it. I realized that the verse on the bottom of this first page is from Zephaniah 3:17. Okay. I don't remember Zephaniah. I went to Bible class. I memorized, I went to Christian schools when I was young. I memorized verses in the Bible, and I didn't remember that. I remembered, Zechariah, but I didn't remember Zephaniah. Okay. Zephaniah. And I don't ever remember. I've read all of these verses when I write in my dream journal, but I don't remember this verse. Now let me read this verse that's in this first page. The Lord your God is living among you. He is a mighty Savior. He will take delight in your gladness. But then I read it. There's so many different variations of that. I did a Google search on it. What I think is very interesting, because that is 3:17. 3 is Trinity, and 17 is cue the card. Okay. So when I went to Google it, I started typing Zechariah in there, and before I could, 3:17 come up. So I'm at a friend's house, and she's religious, and I asked her about this Zechariah. So she remembered it, and she starts typing it into Google, and before she could finish typing, 3:17 come up. She goes, "How did that happen?" I said, "I have no idea." Did the same thing with my computer. And she had read some of it, but it was different. And then my girlfriend pulled her Bible out. She read some of it. It was different. But then she pulled her friend's Bible out, and it was like a new Bible that you can understand better. And she had the same verse in hers. But it also goes on to say that God takes care of the evil, and there's fire and all kinds of stuff, which I thought was really weird because it coincided with this nightmare in a way. Like like most of my dreams come true within like a year to 2 years. Okay. Somehow, some way, and they're metaphors. So this giant man chasing me in the car with all of us was a metaphor. But was it? Was it like, what kind of metaphor was it? And especially it was 3/3 of 2022, which was 2 years ago. So the other one that is on the next page, I used in this dream journal, I used for that one 3 pages. The next verse is John 4:14. Those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life. And the last one, when I said I had a headache in my third eye, this was the last page. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love him. 1 Corinthians 2:9, which is an 11. This one is 4:14, which is a 9. And 3:17 is an 11. So it's an 11, a 9, which is today, a 9, and 11. And this was in March 2 years ago. So I just think it's really strange. And that chapter in the Bible really freaked me out, because they have been talking about the giants. I have seen everything in my dreams that was happening in the hospitals, that was happening with the military. I seen the Navy, the McHale's Navy, and I had 21 circled on it on the bottom. Why, I don't know. And the other day, 21 come up. I was watching this thing, and he was talking about something that happened. Oh, the 21st was the last solar eclipse I watched. I had it in my memories. And like I said, I don't know what's going to be going on, but something is really tonight there was X's in the sky. Went out and took pictures of them. We had a beautiful blue fluffy cloud yesterday, and then all of a sudden it just started at night. They started spraying the sky, and then today it was all clouds and spray again, and then tonight they were Xing. There was X's right over our place and everything. So it was really weird, because they've been talking. My girlfriend says in Pennsylvania they're talking about that solar eclipse like crazy. My brother said the same thing. So they're getting ready for something. It could be before the solar eclipse. It could be during. It could be after. We don't know. If they're saying look at the solar eclipse, then look the other way. They're up to something. And I went to my credit union today, and their computer had been down all day. So I put a check in, but I couldn't get it cleared, and you couldn't do anything because their computer's down. So I checked it tonight, and their computer's still down. It's not registered. And my brother told me today that the other day, PNC in Pennsylvania was down. So, General Flynn said the other day, General Flynn and, Ron Paul said it was going to be a black swan event coming real soon. And that is chaos. That is something with the banking, something with the digital. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on out there. I can't wait. I haven't had time to look into anything today, and I will be looking into more tonight. So we got a number 10. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. An old saying describes an unshakable bond when it tells us that blood is thicker than water. You have drawn this card in order to remember your ancestors. They are not merely an unwavering source of strength, playing a key part in your destiny, but also a great source of knowledge and wisdom. You are connected to all your ancestors through your blood. Feel it pulsing in your veins. Do not disown them, but instead walk in their footsteps. Honor and respect your roots. Think about the people in your family who have gone before you. One of them wants to connect and guide you. Listen to their advice. It will come from a place of love that is older than our earth. The ranks of your ancestors include priests, priestess, shamans, healers, holy women, and bearers of true knowledge. Listen out for them. Be attuned to them. Someone is calling your name. Your family tree is strong. It contains all the answers you seek. You are not alone or isolated, but are surrounded by those who have gone before you. Try to establish a link with this realm and accept the blessings that comes from within it. Sensing what your ancestors wish to teach you, you can always call on them for strength and wisdom. You are not alone. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is a jaguar. Herbal essence is magnolia blossom. Healing crystal is garnet, and number is 1. Well, your helpers for the 21 days, that's a 3. That's Trinity. I never really paid attention to that. That just caught my eye. Almost couldn't read. I was thinking about it. Okay, so that's number 1. I like number 1. Number 1 is pretty good. Number 1 tells you that you are a magician, priestess, and that now and then you require solitude in order to fully develop the capabilities within you. You need solitude now in particular in order to receive your visions from a spiritual teacher. Clearly and without compromise, number 1 promises success and a deep bond of the heart. It will teach you to feel the moment of creation within you and to perceive yourself as a spiritual being. Its energy field is the beginning, the absolute being, the sum of all possibilities, the pure spirit of the subtle world. I really like that. And it's like it's the blood of the ancestors. It's like she's just feeling it. That's beautiful. It's not really, to me, it's not blood. It's like love. It just looks like pinky red. Okay, now we got the angels and ancestors. And they are talking to us. We got the heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Look at that beautiful, she's got that beautiful red rose right there and the beautiful heart. Welcome with open arms, opportunities to give and receive love. The heart guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essential, the angel who helps with you with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, family, or even a romantic connection. She can enable you to move beyond any limitation, fears about trust, discern whom trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. In this card, she is adorned with a sacred heart and draped in a red cloak to show her capacity to let love lead the way. You are love, lovable and loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive, don't try and do everything on your own. If you are working on a relationship or are in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. I like that. I do. I think that's a beautiful card. You know, I was glad we got this one. We got the broken arrow. And I was glad we got this because this has embraced the energy of peace. And the other day we got the peace card. We are going into peace, and that is where we're going. I seen something that was actually pretty funny because it was a contradiction today. I seen where the news, Sky News or Fox Sky or something, was covering that stadium where they did in Moscow recently, and the news had mentioned it 2 weeks ago that don't go to any concerts in Moscow. There's something going on, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, it happened. And they asked the news guy, well, you didn't know anything about this? And he says, oh, no, we didn't know anything about this. And I'm thinking, oh, buddy, don't you remember 2 weeks ago? You warned everybody about the same thing. Yeah, you know. Broken arrow. Let go of the need to define yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In several indigenous traditions, a broken arrow would mean the tribe were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. I had to yawn. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to the end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entertaining to watch and wash away all the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Perhaps to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. That's a great card. I like that card. Now, we got Gateway of Light activation. And it's Gaia Gateway of Light activation, learning experience, wisdom, transmission, and earth intelligence. That's a beautiful card. The Gaia Gateway is the chakra that connects us directly with the mind and intelligence of Mother Earth. This chakra is not very well known, but is now being acknowledged as one of the key energetic spaces we can connect with to activate the ascension process. For many years, ascension has been thought of as moving beyond the limitations of the body and transcending the physical realm. Another yawn, sorry. But it is in fact the process of becoming present in the body in full awareness of the spirit within. The Gaia Gateway is found below our feet under the Earth Star chakra. But when we're connected to it, it's best to imagine it in the center of the Earth. The best way to describe it is a wormhole or portal in the center of the Earth that allows us to connect directly with the non-physical intelligence of Gaia, the spiritual presence of planet Earth. The Earth is a highly spiritual, intelligent, aware being. She has lived through many challenges and experiences that have led her to where she is today. No matter what has been served up to her or how many of us have mistreated her, she has found a way to survive and thrive. That's true. I mean, really. Okay, I had to take a break for a second and put my hair back. It was driving me crazy. Okay, sometimes it is not our role to know how everything will unfold. When you draw this card, it's a reminder to trust the plan. The wisdom of Gaia is with you at this time, and you can enjoy the natural expansion that is taking place. You may have a tendency to go traveling and look to the stars for answers, but realize that the planet you call home has much to offer too. You have chosen to be here. This may not be easy to accept, especially if your current reality is a harsh one, but your current experiences are vital for your growth. The earth herself cannot escape the challenges that she is facing at this time. Learn from her strength, learn from her yearning for a better future. Come back to her. She is your chosen home. I love that card. That is so pretty. Okay, we got a surprise visitor today, and I'm going to save that for a minute. We are going to do the Messenger Oracle. We got two. No, we got three. That's right. Three beautiful cards. A new day is dawning. Today is a new day. With the dawn comes an opportunity to begin again or to embrace something new. Create what you wish to create. Become the person who you dream of being. Do not allow your doubts or fears to hold you back. For this day is bright with hope and good fortune. Go forth and greet it with a smile upon your lips and joy in your heart. I like that. That's a great, these are all great cards. I mean, I always love our messages, and it really helps me to get through the day. I love this card. Seek your answers within. It's a beautiful bear with a big heart and an eye, just full of fire. Third eye is almost even a heart. If you find yourself confused, your intuition and inner voice drown it out by the answers, wisdom and advice of others, then it is time for you to step away, withdraw to a place of solitude. Like the bear, it is time for you to hibernate, to go within and seek the void, and to embrace the silence that dwells within. Within that silence are the answers to your questions, and because they are answers born of your truths, they will be answers that move you forward instead of holding you still. That's a good message. See the signs. And you know, this almost looks like the card we got the other day. And I'm going to read it and then we'll take a good look at this card. It's got the lion, the dove, the white feather, that's our guardian angels are telling us they're around, the golden egg for the gold, and the human, the dragon, gold feathers over here with a gold butterfly, and purple feathers over there with a purple butterfly, and that's intuition. And that is gold. That is the path of gold. That is follow the yellow brick road type gold. And look at the golden egg being protected for us. And the black wolf over here. Totally protected. And we have to look for the signs. We are often sent small signs in the form of synchronicities and coincidences. Be watchful. Do not overlook them in the everyday rush of life. Words, numbers, and symbols that repeat, animals and birds that appear on your path, people who come in and out of your life at odd or similar moments, and those flashes of knowing when you believe something will happen with every fiber of your being. These are all things you are meant to see and hear, messages from Gaia and Great Spirit sent to aid your journey. Yeah, I really think that Source and Gaia are taking us on this journey together. We're all in it together. It's we, not me. We have to help each other. We have to help our brothers and sisters. The other day, we're all going to have low energy. I've had low energy. I've got things going on in my world just like everybody else does. Just remember, when you're having that bad day and you're being mean to people, you don't know what they're going through. We have to really be careful with that. It's very easy for us to get aggravated with somebody, but we don't know what they're going through. So we just, oh boy, it's deep breaths really help. I had to trade my coffee in for a lot of ice with water because I'm getting warm again. Now we have a visitor. Divine Master. Thoth. He should have appeared tomorrow on Thoth Tuesday, but he did. Divine magic. The teacher awakens. The students become the master. We're all students and we're all teachers. We are going through mystery school. We've been going through Earth School. I think we've been going through mystery school. I think we've always dug into the mysteries of life. Thoth is the ancient Egyptian ibis headed teacher of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledged as a sacred scribe who creates writing, he was considered to be the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws, which brought a cataclysmic end to their civilization. In the Western magical community, Thoth is seen as an all-powerful spiritual guide who can help us understand the energy of magic and the power of our will. He is the mastermind behind the Hermetic text, and the ancient Greeks knew him as Hermes. Hermes T, I'm going to say, because that word is just Trismegistus. I don't know. And the Romans as Mercury. When you feel called to this master, it's because divine magic is unfolding in your world and you are ready to write the story of your life. The hero's journey. The powers of heaven and earth are uniting at this time, putting the power of creation into your hands. Whatever you set out to do, you will do. You are in a vortex of manifestation. All of the lessons of the past have given you a better understanding of what you will be best for, your highest good and truth. You are a magical being who deserves to have a magical life. Believe in who you are and call in all you need and more. You are no longer the student, you are the teacher. Take everything you have learned and put it to use. Your life will never feel complete or fulfilled until you share what you have experienced during this incarnation. There are lessons to be learned from the events of your life that will be great gifts to those who receive them. Take the time to create a plan of action and put it down in writing what you intend to do so that the universe can bear witness to it and support its unfoldment. Yeah, that is great, especially when we got the hero's journey. Thoth is telling us to write our story. Everybody has a story. You may think your story's boring, but I'm sure there is a story that someone might like. Hey, you could be interested in fantasies and it could lead to something. I got the Human Spirit Oracle and I usually only get one card. Say I got two. So I kept them. The first one I got is Support System, number 20, which is a 2. And she lost a wing. You can see that somebody's handing her wing. And then if you see someone is up here ready to grab her foot and help her. You are awesome, and we hope you are finding that the people you surround yourself with lift you up when you're soaring, as well as comforting you when you're down. Everyone needs a support system, a true blue friend, a therapist, a group, or a lover. Surround yourself with this sort of person. It is a wonderful thing to watch those we love thrive and flourish. Strong arms to hold you, a helping hand to lift you up, as if it was part of your own being, not even a thought given. Community is so important. Even if it is a community of 2 or 3, take pride in yourself. This means it is okay to be choosy with the people you surround yourself with. You are a one-of-a-kind gift, honey. You deserve a wonderful support system filled with love, pride, and truth. If someone is not there for the good and bad times, then what exactly are they there for? That's I like that because a support system, the other day when I was blue and I got on here and was just having some energy. I was just having some energy issues. And you wonder if you're doing the right thing. I don't make anything off this. I just enjoy it. It's like my zen, and I enjoy helping people. I knew it was my time to come out and quit observing everything. Um, I've had people say, you don't make nothing off of it. Yeah, I do. I'm serving others. So I make everything off of it. Source loves that. I mean, Source, I can feel it. I walk with confidence. Sometimes I'm down on myself, but most of the time I'm walking around with confidence. And you have to have that. Head in the clouds, number 24, which is a 6. That is a pretty cool card. She's got butterflies on her eyes. She's got butterflies over her crown. She's got butterflies all around and head clouds everywhere. And this little thing right here says believe. I love the pictures on these cards. This human spirit oracle. When I brought it home, my husband says, "You got all people on this. You aren't gonna lie." I love this. I think it's great just having those little funky little sayings. Head in the clouds. Well, hello up there. How is the view from up there? Are you living in a dreamy, almost obscure day to day? Have dreams. Having dreams is what makes the world go around, but do not get so lost in the dream that you forget your reality. It is easy to get lost in the fantasy of it all. While dreaming is amazing, you must take different avenues to get to them. Setting and manifesting your intentions, perhaps a broad vision board. Broad. I did a vision board a long time ago. I did have some things come true. Still waiting for the trip to Fiji. Okay, while dreaming is amazing, you must take different avenues to get to them. Setting and manifesting your intentions, perhaps a vision board, will help you get a little more grounded to manifest your dreams, as opposed to having your head in the clouds and just waiting for your dream to manifest without taking any real part in making them come true. Yeah, if we're manifesting, let's say, a new job. We've got to go out and look for that job. It won't just come unless you know somebody that it'll just come to. This was a great reading, everybody, and I hope everybody's being safe out there and taking precaution and being happy and balancing their masculine, feminine, and playing with their inner child and manifesting. Hit the magic likey manifestation button. Make manifestation. If it comes true, come back in the comments. I read them all. I love them to death. And let us know how long it took, what you did. So far, saying it out loud has been the best for us. And notice the karma. I'm telling you, say you yell at somebody and you do something and then you bump your toe 5 minutes later. That's karma. So you'll notice things more when you pay attention to it. Oh, and pay attention to people on TV. I've noticed people are very mechanical looking. So I don't know if we're watching the original people. I seen a little girl, I swear she was like 3 the other day. I remember Walt Disney said that they were making the Disney kids in a laboratory. And you see those realistic babies out there and they look so real. And then the other day it was like on American Idol or something like that, one of those shows, because I don't really watch TV, but I seen it on a video scrolling down. It was this little girl and she looked like maybe 3. And she was perfect looking, like one of those babies that are perfect looking. She was perfect looking and she didn't really say anything, but she started singing and she sounded like a Disney movie. So it didn't sound like a 3-year-old. It sounded like Mulan or something like that. I don't know, but just keep your eye open on stuff because stuff just isn't jiving out there. All right, everybody. I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? I hope you have a beautiful, magical Monday. And you know what? Just be you.